Thank you and welcome back. Nice carrot cake. Nice and sunny outside. Thank you for cutting short your morning tea. So I'm Brett Treasure. I just want to take you through the group map and get some stuff down on paper, as it were. So if you haven't already, can you navigate to the group map called Issues, which is on the eotw.com.au page, and this works if you're online as well. In fact, I'd love to have some online people contributing here. The idea is that we just kick this around a little bit. Those of you at the back, I think there are a couple of free seats at the front. So we've kind of kicked it off a little bit here, and I'm no expert in group map. I've only just started using it. It's very simple to play with, very simple to set up. We just wanted to have a play with some collaborative software and see how that kind of altered the conference dynamic, really. The idea with this one in particular is that, you know, as you go through the conference and things occur to you, then you update this map with what is actually of importance to you. You know, it should prompt some thoughts. So I invite you to start putting some information in there, in those three categories, three headings really. You personally, as a web professional, what are you dealing with? What are your particular challenges? And obviously in group map you can do this anonymously, and if you're in the room and you're happy to talk about it publicly, then that's great as well. There's a category there for your business, in terms of what challenges they are, because they'll be clearly, in most cases, different to what your personal challenges are. And there's an industry category as well. You know, we're the Australian Web Industry Association, but we're interested in that, and we'd like to make a difference at an industry level. And one of the things we struggle with is getting, you know, enough feedback from people on, hey, you guys should be doing this as an industry body. You know, people are preoccupied with their own business and their own personal stuff. But we're really asking for some input here on, hey, what could happen at an industry level that would make a difference across the board? So once you put some topics in there and entered something in, you can drag those around in terms of order of importance to you. And let me see how it works. Okay, so someone who's put something in there, would you like to share why you put that in there, or what you're kind of handling at the moment? Anyone like to talk to any one of those challenges in particular? Thank you, Julie. Oh, sure, yeah. So if you go through the eotw.com.au page, there's a link on the home page there to the Issues group map, and that'll get you into that. And then type in what's going on for you. Yeah, thank you.
One I find is just the career path in IT in general is a bit find the career path in IT is a bit ill-defined. I think because it's so new, you don't know where you can go next, what's available.
Yeah. Who in the room has changed career paths since they started in IT? Oh yeah, that would be more than half. Indeed. And do you have any suggestions for people on how that, you know? Looking for suggestions, absolutely. Okay, great. So let's get some comment on some of these other ones that are already on the map there, and anything that you'd like to add. Someone else got thoughts on that? About some of you that are running well-established businesses that are up and running. You know, you're writing business, you're employing people. What are you dealing with at the moment? Okay, thanks. There's some stuff being added in there. And obviously interested in you telling us what you think your priorities are. And you drag those boxes up and down so the most important stuff is at the top. Hi. Hello, Anonymous. Those who've just joined, welcome. Navigate to the eotw.com.au page and then click on the issues link. Gets you into the group map. Has anyone used this product before? Okay, no one. Good, breaking new ground here. And who sat in on the Moments in Time presentation this morning? Okay, so let me just outline what went on there. Luke Feldman's got a product which allows you to do secure file sharing and polling of an audience without the need for a login. And it's based on everyone joining the network at the same moment in time. So what he did this morning was he facilitated an exchange of contacts between all the people who were in the room and the people who were online, so that everyone got everyone else's contacts at the same time. And that product looks like it's going to be really interesting. Skill silos and territorial teams. Yes, skill silos, absolutely. That's an industry issue. I put in there clients who are not knowledgeable enough to make good decisions. I thought that was very nicely worded. If I do say so myself. Volatile environment. Hands up if you work in an environment that you consider volatile from a business viewpoint. Yeah, just a few, a couple. Yeah. Business goes up and down a lot. How many of you would consider you work in a very stable business environment, in terms of web developers in particular? All right, about the same number. Great, so someone interested to talk about any of those that we've got on the board already? And just flesh it out a little bit for us in terms of how it impacts you. Lack of established systems and processes. I completely understand that. Finding suitable developers, yeah. Yeah, how do you do that when the developer knows more than you do? Work-life balance has showed up for people. How many are dealing with insufficient numbers of qualified technical people in the workforce? Okay, so that's a minority, but a number. Fragmentation of technology, that makes sense. You know, I look at that from the viewpoint of, the meetup groups, the splintering that's gone on in meetup groups, so that we're now down to really getting so specific in those areas of interest. And, there's a bunch of people out there who are specialising and specialising. which is fine until the technology changes. Too many things going on at once. Who's got the experience of being overwhelmed by how much stuff they've got to deal with on a daily basis? Okay, so that's getting up around half. Thank you, those people who are joining online. Much appreciated. Kick in and put something down there or vote something up. Keeping up with changing technology has the most upvotes at a personal level. Like, it's so interesting. I mean, here we are at a conference. And, you know, how are people consuming information and getting educated these days? Like, it's a battle. And there's so much information out there. How do you know if you're investing your time sensibly? Difficult procurement procedures at clients. Difficult, as like, I'm wondering, is that someone in the room who'd be happy to talk about that in a bit more detail? Yeah?
Mostly government.
Okay.
Trying to get things through can take forever.
Yeah.
But also industry as well.
Okay. So what's wrong with those practices that they take so long?
I think often it's legislated around fairness and those kind of ones.
Yeah.
Tender and all those, it can take months to years.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you were saying it can just take months and years because things go out to tender and there are processes that need to be followed legislatively.
And often they're pretty risk averse as well, and so you've got to tick a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good, so yeah, just getting some stuff coming through now, thanks for that. Unclear, conflicting expectations in the business. I'm guessing that's talking about clients' expectations. Maybe whoever put that in can clarify that. So can I get some feedback on the kind of the tool and the approach and how that works as a collaborative experience for people? You know, you've got a room full of people sitting in a circle, all hacking things out in text. Does that work for you? Does it not engage? Is it useful? What do you reckon? There's obviously in the group map arrangement, you know, you can structure things in lots of different ways. So this is a list, and you know, allows you to prioritise, drag things up and down. But it's also possible to have things on, you know, multiple axes, as we use in some of those other group maps we've got on the site. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this, I think. Can I just get, you know, a general comment from someone on either any of those issues or about the tool?
It's a great idea, but it's pretty unresponsive on your iPhone.
Okay.
It's really hard to get stuff moving around.
Yeah, hard to move around on the iPhone, yeah. Yeah, some of those where you've got two axes and you've got to place your issue somewhere on the axis. Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be tricky on my iPhone.
I suppose the other thing, you know, we could have a whole hackathon just on building a tool like this. That would work
Yeah.
for us. Because, you know, this being quite interactive, things are changing, a lot of things are popping up. It's not really clear what's new since you last looked.
Right.
It would be interesting to see, oh, what I've already looked at. Because you might be working on making a comment, something else comes in, and go, oh, yeah.
It's a good idea.
Too, but
Yeah, new stuff flashes for a little while or something. Yeah.
And all the people living and joining keep getting in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Good one, thanks, James. All right, so I'm going to wrap that up. We've got some sessions starting in a couple of minutes, and thanks very much for participating. And please continue to add to those. There are three maps there. This is the only one that we're going to have a session on in particular. Have a crack at the technology one. The technology one says, you know, what's a critical technology for you, and where do you rate yourself on that particular technology that you say is going to be important in the future. And the third one is the for and against. So, you know, anything at all that you want to put out there as an idea or a comment, and see whether people think that that's true or not for them. So thank you very much.